Hey guys, how's it going? Dragox55 here, and today we're doing some more Yugioh 5 Millennium Duels deck recipes. Anyway, so this is Monsects, and it's basically insect monarchs. And basically what it is a deck filled with insects, and, well, not as filled with monarchs, but you get the gist of why it's called that. What gave me the idea for this deck is, insect monsters aren't really used except for insectors, trap tricks, and I don't know. I don't really see insects nowadays. There's probably insectoids, I think it's what they're called. I think they're insects, or they might be fiends. I don't know. But either way, I haven't seen a lot of decks with insects, and insects do have a kind of a swarming ability if you know how to use them. So I figured, hey, why not make monarchs out of them? Because everything needs monarchs. So anyways, without further ado, let's actually get into the deck recipe. And before you ask, I did go and get my glasses. They were right behind me the whole time. So we have two Aztec Apede, the warrior, and his thing is he can banish one insect monster from our graveyard, and if he inflicts battle damage, they basically mill a card from your opponent's deck. So it's pretty good. You can basically bring him out because it counts as a special summon to bring out Kai's or Gigaplant or even the Mobius. Mobius has been pretty good lately. So yeah, Kai's, and then you do, well no, you do March of the Monarchs, then Kai's. That way you get a safe summon, and your opponent's not really going to get over Kai's too easy, so. At least all my opponents have not really been getting over him. Next up we have Beatron, a deck that you have seen in Spiders, or a card you have seen in Spiders, but he's made a comeback. Basically, you can send one face-up spell or trap card to the graveyard, and you can target one level 4 or lower insect-type monster and special summon that monster in defense position. And we can only use Beatron once per turn. Doesn't matter. So basically, you summon Beatron, and you get rid of March of the Monarchs, get rid of Verdant Sanctuary, which there was a lot more continuous spells, but I lowered it down because I drew into them too much. And basically you bring out stuff like trap tricks to blow up a card, or even howling insects, infernity beetle, and synchro summon something, or even level eaters, which I really wouldn't go for, but you guys can. You can even go, oh wait, yeah, okay, and you can even go for Beatron, which is pretty good. So you can XYZ or tribute or synchro. It's up to you. Next up we have 3 Kai's, probably the best monarch still out. And basically you tribute summon a monster, or you tribute a monster to summon this. It counts as a tribute summon, of course. And you banish one monster on the field. If it's dark, inflict 1000 damage. Don't really need to go into Kai's too much, but you can also use him for burn damage. Just banish himself and you can win games that way too. So yeah, but he basically gets rid of Draco Sacks and Big Eyes and stuff that you can't really just get rid of right away. Next up we have sorry. We have Dandelion, which is pretty much a staple for Monarchs. Basically, if he goes to the grave, you can special summon 2 fluff tokens, and it cannot be tribute summoned the turn that they are special summoned. So you can't just go tribute Dandy, double summon. Well, double summon's on the deck, so you can't just do Foolish, Dandy, and then bring out Kai's. That's not how that would work, so. Next up we have a Debris Dragon. Pretty much I have him in there just for the Black Rose play. But you bring back a 500 attack or less monster from your grave, and he cannot synchro with level 4s, of course. And you can special summon one dragon type synchro monster. And basically the only 2 dragons I run in here it would be Scrap Dragon and Black Rose Dragon. So, pretty good. Next up, we have 2 Gigaplants. They also need to be tribute summoned usually to get out, so pretty good. That's why we're only running 3 Caius and 1 Mobius, because this card is also level 6. And anyway, so his thing is, if you have him summon twice, you can basically special summon 1 plant or insect from your hand or graveyard. What I like to do is I like to use his effect, bring out maybe Level Eater, or, well, you wouldn't have to bring out Level Eater with its effect, but you can bring out like Dandy, then you contribute Dandy for Kaya's, banish. Usually you can get 2 Gigaplants out anyways, so then you would do it Kaya's Gigaplant into a rank 6, so I like to go for Bouncer, or even Constellar, whatever. I mean, there's other rank 6s, but those are the only 2 I really run. Do I run Gaia? I think I meant to put them in here, but okay. And then you can basically, after your Photon Strike Bouncer runs out, you can go into a Gaia Charger. So you can imagine what ridiculous plays you can get off of this. So basically, yeah, you have 2 Gigaplants, you bring back Gigaplant, XYZ into rank 6, you have a Gigaplant, a rank 6, and then you just send Gigaplant to the grave if you use one of the XYZ materials, and then you just bring back Gigaplant again and normal summon Gigaplant, and then you can bring on another monster. Like, it's so OP, I'm not even kidding. But, you know, that's if you have 2 Gigaplants. So, yeah. 3 Howling Insects. Basically, if he's destroyed, you can special summon 1 insect with level 1500 or less attack. So I usually like to get Beetle, and then Beetle synchro into something, or even like to get Level Eater. Because if Level Eater gets destroyed, it really doesn't matter, because you can bring it back anyways, so yeah. Next up, we have 2 Infinity Beetles. His effect doesn't matter to me at all, but he's just basically there so I can XYZ synchro into stuff. So I can synchro into the Cataster, the Armides, the Mistworm, and my personal favorite, Underground Arachnid. But we'll go into that in a little bit. And you might remember Underground Arachnid from Spiders, so. Next up is Level Eaters. We have 2 of them, and basically if you have a level 5 or higher monster, wait, and if you do this card, graveyard, this card, oh, okay, yeah, I was making sure it said what I thought it said. Anyways, if you have a level 5 or higher monster, you can reduce the level of that monster by 1, and special summon this card from the grave. Now, if you're running something like a double summon variant of this deck, maybe you go like, oh, well, I don't need to march to the Monarchs, so I'm going to do double summon. You know, whatever. So basically, what you would do is you bring out Level Eater by taking the level off of Gigaplant, or even Caius, or Mobius, or whatever. And then you would have a level 5. You have a Level Eater. Then you tribute Level Eater for another Caius. You know, it's not really hard to tell how to use that, but it's pretty good. So that's why we have the Foolish. Yeah, we have the Foolish for that. We have 1 Low Fire Blossom. You can tribute 1 face-up plant type monster and special summon 1 plant from the deck. Now, it doesn't matter what level. That's why it's limited to 1 apparently. But it doesn't matter what level the plant is, so we can get Gigaplants. Or maybe we just want a Dandy to be safe, you know. But we only play Lone Fire and Dandy because I play Lone Fire, which can search out Dandy. Dandy's pretty good for Monarchs. Can be searched out with Debris for Black Rose. And Gigaplants gets insects from the grave, so it's a bonus no matter what. Next we have a Mobius. You tribute summon this and destroy 2 spells or traps. And with everyone on Yugioh MD just setting 50,000 traps, I'm not even complaining about having this in the deck. And one trap trick's Mermello, because he can search out, or she, whatever, can search out Bottomless. It's unaffected by any of the whole traps. Now keep in mind, if you do not want to play Bottomless, there is other trap cards which do benefit you, like it was some kind of effect trap hole thing, I don't remember. But you could play that, you could play whatever trap hole trap card you want to. But I just play Bottomless because I think it's more useful than the others. Anyway, so you normal summon it, you get a whole trap card. This card is unaffected by whole kind of cards. And if you special summon she, whatever, then you can destroy one spell or trap on the field. So basically, you have 3 cards being destroyed. And especially with Gigaplant, because Gigaplant can special summon insects and plants, you can keep bringing this out, and you keep blowing one spell or trap up, so you have like infinite MST. I know, it's really good. One Allure of Darkness, draw 2, banish 1 dark. If you don't, the whole entire hand goes to the grave. So you can do it for the Infernity Beetles if you draw them. Because why doesn't matter if you have them in hand if you're not going to use them. Level Eaters, you got the Beatrons, got the Kaias. You know, you got a lot of choices. Next up, you have one Dark Hole. Don't need to say much about that. Foolish, obviously we've been over this. Dandy and Level Eater are probably the only 2 you're ever going to use. But if you already have like all those, you can just send like maybe a Howling Insect and then bring out this guy. You know, whatever you want to do. Next up, we have 2 March of the Monarchs. Obviously the best card, one of the best continuous spells for Monarchs. So when you tribute a monster, you can not special summon anything from the extra deck. Not that that really matters in this deck. And then you can basically have it where your monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects or targeted. So they can't Mirror Force, they can't Bottomless, they can't Dark Hole. You could Dark Hole, but they can't. So it's really good. And you might be asking, well, what about those rank 4s or rank 6s you're talking about? Well, that's why I have Beatron to get rid of these so you can get your stuff out. So, you know, either way you look at it, you're still going plus, so. And you might be like, well, with Beatron's in the grave. Well, then we have Gigaplant, and Gigaplant's not getting destroyed. You bring back Beatron, and there you go again. So 2 MSTs, gets rid of back rows. 1 for 1, obviously, is for the Level Eater. You send 1 monster from your hand to the grave, and special summon one level 1 monster from your deck to the field. So you bring out Level Eater, all good and dandy. But you can also send Dandelion to the grave. You can send Howling Insect, whatever. And obviously you can special summon this guy out, you know. For Dandelion though, I believe you can't summon after you did this. Oh, you just can't tribute summon. Okay. Yeah, so you might be able to just do whatever you feel like then. 2 Pod Dualities. Why not? You're searching through the deck anyways. Or you can see cards and search. 2 Soul Exchange. So you can use this for Gigaplants, Mobius, Kaias, whatever. And it counts as a tribute summon. Just remember you can't attack though. So you might just want to go into a Photon Thrasher or Photon Bouncer, that's what it is. We were running 2 of these, but I think 1 is just fine. So anyways, Virgin Sanctuary, if you have an insect type monster and it's destroyed, destroyed, it has to be face up though, you can add 1 insect of the same level as the destroyed one. So if a Level Eater is destroyed, you can basically special summon. No, you can add a Level Eater to your hand. Simple enough. That's good. And it's pretty good too if you run into them Howling Insects or Beatrons, because you can add a Beatron to your hand and then Gigaplant is just going to bring him back. And another bonus is that with March of the Monarchs, it's basically like you search out your deck really easy. Okay, so the other reason I actually wanted to play Insect Monarchs was Worm Bait. So basically, worm bait. If you control an insect type monster, you special summon 2 worm tokens. Obviously, they're insects. So, yeah, it has to go to grave. So this doesn't work with Verdant. Anyways, you cannot normal summon or special summon a level 3 or lower, or level 3 or 4 monster the turn you activate this card. But why do you care? You have a howling insect out on the field, or you have level eater. Let's just say level eater. Activate worm bait. It gives you 2 tokens, and then you just summon Kaya's, Gigaplant, whatever, and then you're pretty much set. I mean, it doesn't stop you from summoning the level 6. It stops you from level 4 and 3s. And you can still bring out the level eater, so it doesn't matter either way. So we have bottomless, because this person can search it. Gets rid of big monsters. Gets rid of XYZ, synchros, or high thing monsters. Mirror Force, because Mirror Force. And if you want, you can switch it to Deep Prison. Deep Prison is sometimes better in situations, but I like stuff that takes out more monsters. And Torrential Tribute, because if you have March of the Monarchs, and your opponent just goes, okay, well I summon a big monster, well you Torrential Tribute and they lose. Like, no joke. Okay, so for Synchros, we have that, Cataster, Armides, Black Rose, Mistworm, Scrap Dragon. We have Scrap Dragon and Black Rose because of debris. The only reason we have those 2. So we have Underground Arachnid, which basically, it's we said it's like an ancient gear. It can attack and no spells and traps can be activated. Also, it can equip a monster to it, and if it would be destroyed by battle, you can use this effect and destroy the card equipped instead. I know, it's really, really good. It's so ridiculous. Oh, your opponent has a big blue eyes? Okay, well, bye. Oh, you have a Dracosack? Well, I activate this. Goodbye, Dracosack. This card is so broken. Well, good. Maybe not broken, but really good. And the fact that they can't Mirror Force or Deep Prison it. I mean, as soon as it hits the field, it's safe. Like, what are they going to do? Also, it's a level 6, so you can bring out rank 6. So for rank 6, we have Castellar, and we have Photon Strike Bouncer, obviously, because it's really easy, and you can get Gaia Charger. I don't remember if we have too many level 3s. Oh yeah, Howling Insect. Okay. So it's Zen mains there for that. And we have Digesto for recycling, Gaga Cowboy to burn or to beat down big monsters, Lavable Chain to put the level eaters in the grave or dandies, or even put a Monarch on top, you know, whatever. Misstroked, but annoying things face down. And Black Ship of Corn to take care of Marshmallows and Spirit Reapers. For the extra deck, or side deck, not really too much interesting stuff. We have 2 Doom Dozers, basically like the one that only uses 1, but this uses 2. I mean, if you want to go for rank 8s, I mean, as you can see, then I guess you can use this, but it's more efficient if you only use the one that needs 1 anyway, so good thing to keep in mind. Pinch Hopper is also another exception thing where it's pretty good if you have some insects in your hand, but if you don't, then this card does nothing for you. Ryza is if you need more Monarchs. Locust and Scarab if you need more back row destruction or more monster destruction, then you can throw those in. Furnace Sanctuary, honestly, if you need to have more searching power, this is here too. And Star Eater is another dragon if you need another target for debris and you get too many levels on the board. An Abyss Dweller because everyone's running it, so why not? Another suggestion is maybe take out Zen mains and put a Gaia Charger. Just saying. I don't do it because I haven't got a chance around to do it, but you know, that Gaia Charger might help out a little bit. because it can do the piercing damage that you might need. So, yeah, so go ahead and leave your comments in the section down below and tell me what you think of this deck. Did you enjoy this deck? Did you not enjoy this deck? What would you change? Would you keep the same? Would you say that even though I haven't been in Yu-Gi-Oh for a little while, well, any recent Yu-Gi-Ohs, the things I had recorded were past, that this is still a pretty decent deck, to say the least. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave your comments in the section down below and let me know what your thoughts are. And I will catch you guys next time. This is Dragox55 signing out. And have a good day, guys.